y'all, and welcome back to my garden. Well, today is the first day of a 4-part series that we're going to be doing here in our backyard garden, and we're going to be doing a garden refresh. I am so excited about this because it is the middle of August and my garden is super tired. It has been so hot and so rainy, and everything is just looking terrible. So I cannot wait to get started on this, and we're going to start it with our cottage garden. So this is where everything started last year in January of 2024, and it has grown so much, but with all that growth, it's just gotten unruly. So let me show you where we're going to be starting at today. So this is what I call my cottage garden over here, and it is full of beautiful roses, hydrangeas, and tons of zinnias. And the zinnias have went absolutely crazy. And I did not plant any of these this year. These all came up from seed where I had planted the floret blend of zinnias last year. So this is what we're going to be tackling today. We have some really beautiful flowers in here, but it's really hard to see with all of the mess. And as you can see, everything is just starting to look super tired. We even got some broken branches. This one over here has just totally fallen over. And then my incredible hydrangea is just totally brown. Just look at that. But with everything looking so wild and crazy, we did have a special visitor today. We had our first monarch butterfly. So the girls were so excited and they sent me a video of it. It was just absolutely amazing to see because when we first moved here, there were no butterflies and there were no birds. And so now we have all of this beautiful flowers that they're just coming and enjoying. So let's go ahead and get started on our garden adventure today.
One of the easiest things to do in your garden is deadheading. And zinnias definitely want to be deadheaded. So you see how the blooms are starting to get all tired and spent? If you come down, work your way down to where the stems split off to another, you can just clip it right down here. And then that way it'll promote more growth. So the more you cut, the bigger it grows. And we're just going to toss that into the bucket over here. And we're just going to look for all of the tired zinnia blooms. So this one, I'm going to come all the way down here. I'm going to be careful not to get another stem down here. There we go. And some of these, on the ones that we really like, we're going to save the flowers, the seeds for it. Let's see. This one is a little interesting. It's very tight on where it is. Here it is. There we go. I mean, this one was still pretty good, but it's almost fully bloomed out, so I'm just going to stick it in here anyway.
Okay, so we're going to continue going down through the cottage garden and deadheading our zinnias and getting all the broken branches taken care of as well. Okay, so that one is all done. So this is one of our incredible hydrangeas, and we planted this one last year, and it has done really, really good. It's one of our sole survivors of when we had lost so many when we had flooding last year. But you can see all the blooms have turned brown. You can leave these if you like that look, but I'm going to go ahead and cut them off so they can look neat and tidy. So incredible hydrangeas are a smooth hydrangea, and they really don't do the best for me here in North Carolina. They become really susceptible to the heat and also to all the humidity that we have. So I kind of prefer now to plant panicle hydrangeas, but I wanted to try the Incredibles out because I think they're absolutely beautiful. So when I plant more hydrangeas in the future, I'll definitely go with a panicle hydrangea. But the nice thing about the incredible hydrangeas is they do bloom on new wood. So you can prune this back as much as you would like, and it's still going to have flowers for next year. So this plant died back almost all the way to the ground with root rot after all of our rain. And you can still see how many beautiful blooms that it had on it this year. So pretty resilient after all the trauma that it went through last year.
This is so much easier deadheading zinnias because they're like easy to find where the blooms are, the
Mm-hmm.
tall ones, rather than our dwarf-sized ones. They're in clusters,
Mm-hmm.
and I just feel like they're so hard to get to, or at
These,
least where we have them.
yeah, well, they also, I think they put out more blooms per plant.
A lot more work to do.
Mm-hmm.
This one's nice though.
These, look at their,
yeah.
This one cracked already.
And you can see where we've cut off a stem before.
Mm-hmm.
They just get so heavy, and we're not the best at staking, so they kind of flop over, but they still grow.
Yeah, they still grow even though it's all flopped over. It's gonna look so different this winter.
I'm glad we're able to plant something though to get the pollinators back in here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been very nice seeing all the mini butterflies.
Yeah, I know, I love it. And I think Miss Honey is going to town over there.
Miss Honey is one of my most like destructive diggers. I will go and clean up their pen, and in the next 30 minutes, whenever I've left, she's already dug out holes.
There is a little bug over there that she's eating. That's why I'm letting her do that. And then we'll just fix it when she gets finished.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was like a little earwig or something. But yeah, she was finding a little bug, so I just let her keep
Good then.
So Savannah's going to be over here in this crazy wild patch of zinnias, and I am going to go over here and work on my Gara. So this is the graceful white Gara, and I planted this one last year. And as you can see, all of the blooms have gone away. So I am going to go ahead and cut this back because this will help to encourage new growth on this beautiful plant. And I love it, and the bumblebees absolutely love it too. And it makes me think of like little fairies dancing in your garden. Oh, these are dull.
The clippers.
I think these are covered in aphids.
What?
This plant.
The Gara?
Yes.
Oh, you think that's why it stopped blooming?
I don't know. It is absolutely covered in aphids. Oh, man. So the Gara is absolutely covered in aphids. That is so wild to me. Wow. That's disgusting.
Sometimes I feel like whenever I'm gardening, my mind goes blank.
That's actually a good thing.
Yeah, like I can't think of anything else. But yeah, definitely, because on Sundays, I start to get the Sunday scaries going back into work.
So it's a good thing to work in the garden on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah.
And today's been a beautiful day. I think our high today was like 80. I think it ended up getting like 82. Humidity's still really high. Oh, the wind's starting to blow a little bit.
Very nice.
Oh, those aphids are getting on my arm. That's so gross.
No, with some of the storms that were coming up, it did make the weather cool down a lot, which has been nice. I almost thought it was about to be fall time.
Makes you want to, which we already have, buy the pumpkin spice latte creamer.
Yeah. I actually had some this morning. It was pretty good.
It is good. Daddy fixed me a cup of coffee this morning.
Well, that was sweet.
Yeah. Creamer and 1 spoonful of sugar.
You always do have the easiest like coffee order whenever we go to Dunkin' or something. It's a decaf coffee with 2 creams, 2 sugars.
Yep, that's it.
The easiest thing to remember. I was about to go dump my bucket, But I noticed that there was some that I missed over here.
I might let you take this with you.
Okay.
Because we want to definitely burn this because this is full of aphids. And then I'll spray this with some neem oil when we get finished.
Okay.
Ooh, it's gross.
And I do need
I wonder if the other one has it.
I do need to have a burn pile soon.
This one still has a little bit of flowers on it. So I might just spray this with the neem oil, or you think I should just cut it off?
What do they look like?
Start over again. Here, I'll get it up close to you.
Oh, whoa, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They just coat it. Yeah, no wonder they're not blooming anymore. We
Maybe,
thought they just bloomed out.
Maybe go ahead and just cut it back.
Yeah.
So I just kind of bunch these up like this.
Oh, like how we cut back grass.
Mm-hmm. And then just come back to that layer of green leaves.
That's all the new growth comes.
Yeah. And this one's small because I just planted it this year. I'll have to check the ones on the front, but they still have a lot of bloom, so maybe they didn't get.
You know, you planted some in the back here too in the new flower bed.
Ugh, that's gross.
Okay, you want me to go ahead and take it, Mama?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
I'll hand you.
So this is one of our hostas up here, and as you can see, it gets really brown because it's near this hot concrete. So I'm going to take off some of these brown leaves, and then I want to go ahead and cut back their little flower heads here because they've already bloomed out, and our hummingbirds really love these this year. So I kept them on until the very end so that hummingbirds could get all of that sweet nectar from their flowers. But I think this is going to look so nice and tidy. Getting that cut back, and then we'll go in here and cut some of these leaves off. Probably not really the ideal place for this hosta because it is so close to this concrete, which gets super hot. But we're learning as we go, guys. Learning as we go. You don't have to cut these back. I just think it looks a little better. Go ahead and cut these back because these are going to burn.
Oh, really doing a number.
You think they're helping or hurting?
I think they're messing it up.
Our chickens are getting into underneath the roses.
Definitely need to blow off the concrete.
Yeah, we'll have to fix the concrete back.
It's mainly just the one.
It looks a little lopsided now. And there's some pine trees growing in here. Okay, so Savannah was asking about these gladiolus. So they are ready to be cut back. And we cut them back just like a daffodil. And you'll just cut them back at the base.
Okay, so go all the way down?
Because they've had enough time to recharge their bulbs for next year.
How brown they got.
These
were so pretty though when they bloomed.
They were very pretty.
You had a lot of different colors.
It's almost like having grasses in your garden without having a grass. Look how long that stem was on that one. That was a huge one.
This was the bloom stalk.
Really pretty.
Oh gosh,
you might have to cut them in half.
Yeah.
To get them in your bucket. I told Savannah we almost need to bring our wagon.
Yeah, so then we can just make one trip whenever we go to dump everything.
But no, we like taking little buckets and
it gets us our exercise. Especially for me, who does like an office job. So I definitely need it.
This was our only yellow one that we had,
which is such a pretty color. We cut some of these today.
Pretty. I think we need to save maybe this one and that one. We'll cut that off and I'll put it in my pocket. And I'll put it in a Ziploc bag. Maybe that one right there.
Okay.
And we can label them yellow zinnias.
Look how they die all the way back almost.
That's a lot of seeds. So I'm just going to go through and cut all of these hosta flowers here. Our stems where they had flowers. I actually dug up a lot of these hostas last year and moved them. because I found out that this gets a lot of sun during the summer, which I thought it was shaded by our house, but it's not. Now that one there just started blooming. These are so big. Incredible how many flowers they had on them. Stems are very woody. Look at how beautiful this hydrangea is. This is the White Wedding from the Southern Living Plant Collection. And I got this one this year. Joy found it for me at Lowe's for 50% off. And it is doing absolutely gorgeous. It's replacing one of our incredible hydrangeas that died when we had all of the rain last year. So far, it is holding on like a champ with all of our rain that we've had so far. So I'm very hopeful. Oh, there's a little froggy. All right, little frog, why don't you get over here? He didn't like me messing with him. But yes, I'm very hopeful that this one is going to do good here in the garden. It is a panicle hydrangea, so it blooms on new wood, and it's doing absolutely beautiful. No black spots so far, fingers crossed. That's always one of the things I look for in my book. Let's see if that frog jumped over here. No frog, but some kind of weird other bug. But you can see on these hostas, they have seed pods. Let me open one up for you. This one is not a mature seed pod, so you can see the seeds are actually still white inside of it, but they get black when they get mature. So if you want to leave those, you can, and you could try to grow you some hosta from seed. But they're so easy to propagate that it's almost easier just to do it that way. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take this zinnia out. I'll go ahead and grab a little bouquet from here. But this one is right in front of that white wedding hydrangea, and I just don't want it to squish it anymore. So let's go ahead and make a little bouquet, and we'll take this one out. Something's been kind of chewing on some of these leaves. So we have a little bouquet that we can take inside. Take this one down.
Found an old, what are the purple flowers again that you had back here? The big ones that you have in front now?
Foxgloves?
No. The ones that you really like with all the blooms. And the yellow jackets like them.
Oh, the cleome.
Yeah, I see your old cleome.
Oh, okay, this is the root stock?
Yeah. You want me to dig it up?
Yeah, you can pull it up if you want to. I just left it in there so it would just kind of rot. That's pretty much what it's done, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That the ground's finally like, oh, I can breathe.
Yeah, I'm gonna move your clippers over here beside the camera. So I'm gonna go dump both of these while you're kind of rolling that up, okay?
Okay.
I'm ready. Oh my goodness. 1 year's growth of Creeping Jenny.
That took over
from
the garden.
Like one little plug?
Yeah. It just kept spreading and spreading.
It loved its life right there. It did help with the erosion a little bit. because all the water comes off of this pool deck, down behind this hydrangea, and into this spot. So that is why our incredible died, because it just got drowned. I think we should put your chickens over here and see what they do.
We'll see.
They
I can
probably
get
would
them to
love it.
stay in this area.
So I actually, that little patch of creeping Jenny, I picked it up already this year, and it's already grown back that much.
That's why I definitely don't think we'll ever have it fully out because we almost have to remove the dirt and everything.
Mm-hmm. If it wasn't so close to the other plants, you could put like some weed control on it.
Yeah.
So close.
It's too close to the hostas.
Mm-hmm. And everything else. Who's your best? You can pull that up. Who's your best digger?
Honey.
Honey.
Honey's our best digger. She's the one that looks like Honey.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. The other ones do dig, but just not as aggressively.
Mm-hmm. We need to go get her. Yeah, she knows what to do.
What? Do you want me to hold you? Big girl.
What is it?
Goodness, that's a pretty girl. That's a pretty girl. Put them in half. You had it. Oh, this is where the eucalyptus died.
Oh, okay. You could throw that tag away.
That's eucalyptus are doing good though.
Yeah, that just, it didn't overwinter.
Okay, so you'll have to teach me about how to prune roses because I've never done this before. I've only watched you and Nana do it, and my memory's not too good on it.
Okay, so you want to find a old bloom.
Okay.
Then you want to go down to the first set of 5 leaves.
Okay.
And then you want to have it typically pointing outwards. So you want to just clip it right above there.
Cool.
I'll let you use the sharp ones because these kind of get a little frustrating, especially if you're.
Okay, so I take something like this. There's a spent one under this pretty one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I count 5 leaves.
So with this one actually coming up beside another one, I would just prune it right there beside the new one. Yeah, beside the pretty one. Okay. But if it wasn't there, you would go down to this set of leaves, which is facing outwards.
Okay. I guess it promotes growth going outwards so it doesn't cluster all in on itself.
Right, yes. And then sometimes, like, there's going to be spindly branches like this one has no leaves, and sometimes I'll just kind of cut it off because this is a Lady of Shalott, David Austin rose, and it is a small climber. So you're not going to hurt it if you cut it back a little bit harder because it's just going to keep on growing and growing.
These did look really pretty in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people, their roses have struggled this year. One, it was really wet this spring. And then 2, it got super hot. And so a lot of times what roses will do is they want to preserve themselves. So they just kind of stop producing.
That makes sense. That one, the pink one, had shed all of its leaves. I almost thought it was dying.
Yeah.
But it started having new growth, so that was reassuring. Some of these smell so good. I've always dreamed it would be so nice to have my own rose garden one day and full of the fragrant roses, just where like you're walking through and you just smell it and it's just so floral and gorgeous. That would be such a dream, just to have like a full walkway full of roses. I
think what's also good too is if you combine your roses with other flowers, because they do have periods where they stop producing. So you can have other flowers, say like a Walker's Low Catmint around it, so it still has really pretty flowers on it when your roses are taking a little rest.
That makes sense.
But sometimes when you have a full rose garden, sometimes it can look a little barren at times.
Yeah, to have different flowers in there that pull different interests.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what would you suggest for this one? This one has 3 spent buds on it.
So I would go down and see if you can find the first set of 5 leaves.
That'll be this one,
Yeah,
pointing this direction.
you can cut that off right there. Perfect. Now this one over here is a climbing rose. This is the Claire Austin. And you can see she is a little unruly. And we talked about moving this one this winter. Um, she needs to be on a fence. We thought this trellis was going to be enough, but it's definitely not.
You kind of wonder if our fence is even tall enough though for it, because
And then
this
we'll
is
have to,
already growing all the way up.
but we could like spread it horizontally.
Oh yeah, and have it growing that way.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be very pretty.
So we just want to kind of come in here and just do the same thing. Some people own their roses that are vine trailing roses. Ah, I'm getting attacked by this rose here. They'll actually just kind of just take the bud off. But because we're kind of having to keep this a little bit in size control, we kind of want to go back to that first set of 5 leaves because it's just not enough room here for it.
Oh, this one snapped. I might have to go back farther.
Yeah, probably snapped because it probably got too heavy.
Yeah. And it starts attaching itself to other ones.
Mm-hmm. You almost need to have on like some Carhartt pants. Because this thing is
so
like snagging into my pants.
When poor Ginger was coming through, and she has a long tail, and her poor tail got stuck on the rose.
Okay, so we just got finished with the roses, and I think they're looking really good. Look at how beautiful this one is. And then now we're going to start working on our lamb's ear. So this is also getting really hot here in the front with this concrete. So the little, I guess you call those leaves, the lamb's ear, right?
Yeah, the ears of the lamb.
The ears of the lamb start getting nasty and brown and just look gross. And because we also get a lot of rain, they get a lot of mold and fungus on them. So used to be I love lamb's ear. They're quickly becoming not my favorite thing. Which is
like them more at farm and they grew wild.
Yeah, those were actually a different type. Those aren't lamb's ear. That's they use it for medicine.
Oh.
I can't remember the name of that
Funny
one.
because they feel the same.
Mm-hmm, they do. Okay, so let's get this cleaned up. So Savannah was just saying that a lot of the gardening videos that we do together end up being teaching moments for her, which are really good because that's what we want when we are doing videos, is for people to learn, and we're all learning together. And I learn from doing. I think you learn from doing too, right, Savannah?
Yeah, I do. I have to be hands-on to actually remember something.
Yeah, I do too. Well, one day I was watching a video with Jenny with Gardening with Creekside, and me and Hardy got to go and visit with Jenny and Jerry this year, and they're super sweet. They spent about an hour with us talking, and she did a video with her daughter, and I think they were doing a window box, and it was a lot of teaching moments in it, and it had a lot of good comments about people talking about her gardening with her daughter. So it's a sweet, sweet time together.
I always enjoying being able to get out here with you.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I could do it more often. Well, it's kind of neat too. I know we've mentioned this before, but it is neat moving around because we are definitely having a learning experience, learning what grows good here, what's actually deer resistant. Because I mean, you get maybe the foliage might be deer resistant, but deer we have here will just eat the blooms off. And then like what does go with the times where we have like dry spells, and then whenever we get like monsoons of rain, it's not like a very consistent weather pattern. But so it's just kind of neat.
I'm sure our rain is probably salty too.
Yes, it is actually, because whenever you have it raining on you and you taste it, I mean, I know of course you have your skin, but you like stick out your tongue, then you can taste like the salt in the rain because it will rust any metal that you leave outside too. So it's just a neat learning experience through trial and error, seeing what grows good. And also like what you like in different places, like you were talking about, like we don't quite enjoy the lamb's ear in this garden bed, whereas maybe in a different kind of environment we would.
I think it gets too hot here beside the concrete and it just wants to burn it.
It does always have an interesting smell though whenever you pick it.
It's kind of dusty too. Probably need to wear a mask.
Now, would this be considered a deer-resistant plant?
It is, yeah.
Which makes sense because it seems like a lot of the smellier foliage, the like animals won't
Yeah.
eat, which makes sense.
Yeah, like the lavender and the catmint. We could
Let's see,
try.
marigolds and lantana.
We could try some of this on our new berm area and just kind of do it as a trial and see if the deer mess with it.
Oh yeah.
Because we've got plenty of it. It's got babies all over
Yeah,
the
that'd
place.
be a neat little project to have.
Okay, so when I was down here doing the lamb's ear, I looked up and I saw the arborvitaes and the hydrangeas, and I loved the way that looked right there. But when you go right there, the zinnias look terrible, and those zinnias look terrible. So we've made an executive decision that we're going to take up those zinnias, but we're going to keep this patch that's down here. So it's going to look a lot different, but that's what we're going to do.
How pretty they are. They're like tropical vintage. And then these are the ones that she cut earlier when we were deadheading. Isn't that just so gorgeous? We'll have to make little bouquets inside. We have little vases and mason jars, and then we'll show you how it looks.
Okay, y'all, so our sun is quickly going down behind the pine trees, but I wanted to show you how beautiful our phase one of our backyard makeover is going to look. Look how beautiful that is. I think it just opens it up so much, removing those zinnias. And so y'all let me know in the comments down below, did you like it better with them there or with them removed? I think we've enjoyed them so much this summer that it was just time to have a little refresh over here. So we got all of our hosta flowers cut back, those zinnias cut back, our incredibles, cleaned up our lamb's ear over here, and then we also did a little deadheading on our roses. And I think everything is looking so, so beautiful. Our chickens came in and helped us clean up some bugs around the roses over here. And we didn't have much to do over here, just a little deadheading on this zinnia patch over here. The vermilion air kind of cleans itself. And look how beautiful everything is looking. So, so pretty. That Gara is still in bloom and it's doing well. So all of this winter will all be gone, but right now we're just enjoying it. Okay guys, so that's a wrap today. I hope this gave you a little bit of inspiration if you're needing to do some cleanup before the fall here in August, that you'll go ahead and get out there and tackle what needs to be cleaned up, because you're going to be so happy that you did. It's going to give you just a fresh breath of air, just kind of feeling those things lifted and all that dead cut away. And it'll also make our plants a lot healthier too, going into the fall, into the winter. I hope you guys have a great day, and make sure you stay tuned for part 2 as we go and do the side pool garden. Then on part 3, we're going to tackle those shade garden beds. And number 4, we're going to save the best for last. And it's going to be absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you have a chance to get in your gardens today. Thanks for doing a backyard makeover with me. Bye, friends.